Jesus Christ. Hey everyone, and welcome to the penultimate place to get your movie and TV news and reviews. This is episode 54 of the Cross Media Show, and today's topic is, of course, the following discussion. Jesus Christ, Nolan. Hold on, guys.
Jesus Christ, Nolan is right. What a film.
Yeah, what a film. What a film. Okay, so as part of our Christopher Nolan in review, before we get into it, if you're listening to our... I'm sorry, guys. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast service, feel free to give us a good rating on that platform. It helps with the algorithms and helps grow our audience. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider dropping a like and a sub, and don't forget to hit that bell to get notifications for all of our shows, like the Penultimate Game Show, the Marvel Mondays Initiative, and Anime Nation. If you're watching on Twitch and have Amazon Prime, you have Prime Gaming, which means you have one free sub to give out, and we'd love it if you gave it to us. But if not, that's quite all right. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Ben, the director of this channel. With me, I have my new dog, Nolan, named after Christopher Nolan because he's the GOAT, you know. Of course, I have my usual guests for this review series, Ryan and Lane. Guys, how are we doing?
Good.
I'm doing great.
Okay, cool. All right. So, let's do some housekeeping, guys.
All right.
So this week coming up, we are doing our episode 6 review of the Moon Knight. I was gonna say of the Marvel Mondays of the Moon Knight show on the Marvel Mondays Initiative. It's gonna happen tomorrow at 7:00 Eastern. Thank you. Okay. All right, Nolan. Relax. We are also talking about our E3 predictions this week, happening on Thursday at 7 p.m.
Non-E3 E3.
Yeah.
It's not a thing this year.
Yeah, you know, it's a season, you know, the E3 season. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a spirit.
Exactly. It's there in spirit. It's kind of like the Summer of Morbius, you know, how
Yeah.
it doesn't make any sense, but yeah. And of course, on Tuesday, we are discussing the next movie in the Nolan in reviews, which is going to be The Prestige. So watch out for that one. And I believe Richie said he was coming on that one, if I remember correctly. I'll double check with him. So yeah, let's get into it, guys. Before we actually get into the
Insomnia not next.
Yeah, you're right. It is.
I believe,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
man. I was totally off my dude. I was getting so excited. I was like, I could watch The
I was
Prestige
like,
next.
wait,
I
I
can't
watched
wait.
Insomnia this
Yeah,
weekend.
well, because I heard Lane say The Prestige before, so I was.
Oh,
like,
yeah, because I think I asked which one was next, and all of you were like, "Yep, that's it." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Okay."
yeah.
Oh,
That's my bad. I'm sorry. Before we get into it, what have we been watching? Lane, let's start off with you. What have you been watching recently?
not a whole lot. The only new thing I've been watching is let's see, season 3 of Barry.
Okay.
On
How do you like it
HBO.
so far?
Barry's a good show.
Fantastic. I love this show so much.
Interesting.
I'm so glad it's back. It hasn't been on since
2019.
I if you're watching, yeah, 2019, something like
Yep.
that. Like, because COVID and everything else like hit, I was like, oh, it's so good to have it back though. The show's fucking crazy.
Okay. All right. I have one caveat with that show. I like it so far, but I'm all caught up. NoHo Hank is like the worst character on that show.
What? I love
I
NoHo
can't
Hank.
stand him. He's
He's
kind
so
of like
good.
Ryan, who's that guy from Demon Slayer that everybody hates?
A guy from
Inosuke? No, not Inosuke. Sorry,
Zenitsu?
Zenitsu.
Zenitsu, yeah. That's what
No, don't even put them in the same category.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
NoHo Hank is a fantastic character.
No, that's insane.
He doesn't cry and yell all the time.
I mean, he doesn't, but he also is just like, I don't know. I can't
It's just
stand
sad to look at.
Ryan, anything you've been watching?
Yeah, I've gone to the movies a few times and been watching some big shows.
What are
Just
you
off the
rolling?
TV. I've been watching that Better Call Saul.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I have.
yeah,
Ooh, this season's starting off hard. It's going pedal to the metal. I can see the finish line. We're just going for it.
yeah. It's just non-stop gas with this dog. I'm sorry, guys.
Fucking hell, that's so funny. Nah, it's
Um,
all good. And then I went and saw the Northman in theaters,
okay.
and I recommend everyone to go see that movie. It is a epic Viking blockbuster, akin to like the glory days of the historical peace movie in like the 50s and 60s, akin with like Cleopatra, Lawrence of Arabia, those kind of spectacle movies.
Oh wow, really?
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Who's
It
the
feels like
director?
it's one of those. Robert Edgar is the guy who did The Witch and The Lighthouse.
Ooh, okay,
Mhm.
the Vavitch.
Yeah.
okay.
So it's his version of what a modern day blockbuster should be.
All
Some
right.
great acting in there by Alexander Skarsgård and others. Ethan Hawke's in it, fantastic.
Ah, that's so weird. Just thinking of Ethan Hawke not in a, you know, Stanley getup is blowing my mind right now. Sorry, that's a Moon Knight
That's a
reference.
that is a Moon Knight reference.
Yes. That's all I picture him now as, you know?
Okay, but yeah, no, definitely I'd recommend go seeing that. And then I saw, what else did I see? Saw one more movie in theaters.
Clearly it
I
wasn't
guess I
that
did.
good.
Wasn't that good?
No.
Nah, I just saw that movie twice.
Okay, all right. I have been watching Better Call Saul, but I've been going back. I've kind of forgot what's been going on, so I've been going back, and I'm on season 3, and man, oh man, what a fucking show, you know?
Season 3, so my journey of Better Call Saul was like, first off, my first thought was, I'm like, do we even need this fucking show? When it
Yes,
first got announced, I was like, Saul Goodman, one of my favorite characters in Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, arguably the best show ever made. Who knows?
it's close.
And I'm like, okay. And then season 1, I'm like, this is okay. His brother's weird.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is making. I don't see the point, but each season just continually gets better with the show,
Oh yeah,
and I'm like, okay, no, this is picking up steam now. This is a good watch now.
it's kind of like how Breaking Bad was.
See, I thought Breaking Bad was good from the beginning.
For me, I watched it once. Like I watched a couple episodes from the first season, and I was like, okay, all right, I guess it's funny seeing the dad from Malcolm in the Middle becoming a drug maker, a big time drug guy. But it didn't click with me at first, and then I watched it over again when I think the season 8 it was the final season, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly. So season 6 is when I brought it back up.
no, season 4. There's 5 seasons Breaking Bad.
No way, really?
Yeah,
Okay, so then I guess season 3 is when I came back to watch.
there's just a lot of episodes in each season. There's like 20 something odd episodes a season.
Yeah. So I started watching it again, and I was like, all right, I'm in for the ride. It's a good show. Good show. Other than that, I've been watching. I started watching Flight Attendant season 2. Oh man,
How is that?
it's so good. If you like season 1, if you like season 1, hold on, guys, give me a sec. Oh, come on.
What's your shirt today, Lane?
It's every time I die, it's a band.
Sweet.
Yeah. We need like a technical difficulties thing to like pop up,
Yeah,
and like
yeah, yeah,
play some like elevator music,
yeah.
like if something happens.
I mean, it's gotta. I gotta set it up to my
We'll get
keyboard.
like a GIF of like your dog running, you know,
Oh, that's not
just like
bad. That's not
we'll
bad.
we'll be back. We'll be back soon or something,
Yeah, that's not half bad. That's not half bad. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Flight Attendant season 2. I've just watched the first episode. It's pretty good so far. I haven't had any complaints. It's interesting to see how they're going to pivot from the first season, when that whole, I guess, thing. I can't really explain it without getting into it.
So my
Makes sense.
question is, that has the main character in that is the chick from The Big Bang Theory, right?
Yes, Kaylee Cuoco.
How can she actually act? Because
Oh
she was
yeah,
the worst part of Big Bang Theory.
I feel like she can act. A
Okay,
dramatized role she can do.
because I was like, you can't do comedy, and I just know you from that and in hotel ads.
Oh, she
So
was
that's
also in
always been
Eight
my
Simple
thing.
Rules.
Was she?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah, and she also
I don't
did.
Forgot
know that
about.
at all.
She just previously did an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm last season.
I remember that,
Yeah.
but
So
I was like, I see her in this now popular show. I'm like, oh, I'm curious.
yeah, I would check it
Hmm.
out. Give it a shot. I would say probably first 3 episodes. Watch it. If you don't like it, I guess I don't know what to tell you.
Fair enough.
There's plenty of else to watch on HBO.
Yeah, yeah.
It's HBO. God.
And I think that's about it. Besides, this movie that we just saw. No, that's a lie. I've been watching Community again. My girlfriend's watching it
Nice.
for the first time, and she's loving every episode. And I'm just like, we gotta watch. Like, I just want to sit down and watch it with her. It's so good. And I think that's about it.
Okay.
So I guess that brings us to topic of the show, which is the review of the following. Sorry, I don't. It's been a weird day for me, guys. I got sick this
Yeah, good.
morning,
Oh,
and
it's not good.
yeah.
Allergies?
No, it was just a stomach thing. I ate something
Oh,
bad.
no. Okay. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
Food poisoning is the worst.
yeah.
Yep.
I think I did it to myself though, so it is what it is.
Oh, well.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
True
obviously,
George Costanza play.
yes, it's a very big George Costanza play. Obviously, can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Vaguely.
all right.
I was like, what is that?
So, the release date was April 24th, 1998 for San Francisco. Obviously, this is his first movie, so it's not hitting. It's not a blockbuster. It's not hitting theaters that hard.
Mhm.
With a budget of $6,000 and a box office of 48,482. So it did pretty well, obviously.
Yeah.
Again, directed by Christopher Nolan and written by Christopher Nolan. This movie was pretty good for his first film. See, I wanted to do this movie. Originally, my thought in the timeline for the interview was going to be doing this movie right before Inception, just because of the Cobb.
Uh,
Yeah,
makes sense. Yeah.
but then things got mixed up, and I decided not to put it through. So, anyway, it's what were our initial thoughts of this movie, guys? Ryan, let's start off with you.
So this is not my first time watching this film. Um, I don't know if it was for you guys. I watched this back in high school. When I was going for like Christopher Nolan stuff. It's for a debut film. It is astonishing. It already has a lot of the themes and philosophical ideas Nolan carries throughout a lot of his early work in his films before he becomes the guy who makes weird big blockbusters. It has a lot of that humanity. What is a human? What? How well can you know someone? That all those themes that are present in this, and then especially going into Memento, I almost see this as a sister piece to Memento, or vice versa. In that a lot of the way the story is told with disjointed narrative, all that kind of thing, is shown here, shown in Memento. It's his practice run at trying to do a story like that, and for a practice run, it's pretty damn good. That's my opening thoughts for it.
Okay, Lane, what about you?
Yeah, kind of jumping off what Ryan said, like for his first movie, this is actually like really good, and for especially for the runtime, because the runtime's only like an hour 10.
Hour
Yeah,
7 minutes.
yeah,
Yeah, so like really short even by movie standards. Because like even a really most short movies are like what, hour and a half.
Hour and a half, and that's usually animated or kids movies.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like for this being like a longer like a drama, like a very adult movie, like for him being able
Mhm.
to do what he did in like about an hour, it's like pretty impressive for his first movie.
yeah, absolutely.
Is it his best movie out of the ones I've seen? No, but like it's also, I mean, obviously it's his first movie, and like yeah, I could definitely see where he took the ideas from this movie and was like, "Oh, now you're gonna give me the money to make a full budget movie. I'm gonna make Memento." So it's like I'm gonna piggyback off what I did with this movie and just run with it in my next film. And I think he did like, but also the thing is like I think the jump from this movie to Memento like makes Memento look even better.
Yeah,
If
I
that makes
agree.
sense, because like,
I
not that
agree.
this is a bad movie, but I'm just like, "Oh, you went from, like, this, which is, like, a really good movie, to, like, Memento, which I think is a pretty great movie."
Okay, guys, give me 2 seconds. I gotta deal with this dog.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no, I definitely have to agree with you there, Lane. Like it really does feel like a sister piece to Memento with just a lot of the same elements and
Yeah,
stuff.
because I think the first time it jumped around, like, it's doing, like, the flashback thing at the beginning, which I'm like, "Okay," like, a lot of movies
Hmm.
do that. But then it starts cutting, like, I thought it was gonna be,
Forward
like,
and backward in
straightforward
time.
from there, then it starts cutting a bunch, and I was like, "Oh, yep, okay, I see where
Yep.
you got Memento from this," like,
Hmm. You can see that's a story type he really likes to tell and everything.
yeah.
And then I mean, we'll see it throughout the next couple of films he does.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about like, oh, like The Prestige and to a degree Inception. I'm like, yeah, you're definitely gonna be using this a lot in the next few films. I haven't seen Insomnia yet, but
Ooh, you're in for a treat there.
yeah, this was actually my first time seeing this movie, and then it'll be my first time seeing Insomnia.
Okay. Interesting that you saw Memento though.
Yeah, one of my friends showed it to me, and I think, oh God, I think like early high school maybe.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
he saw it and was like, "Dude, you gotta see this movie, like, this
This
is,
has
like, it's
changed my
just blowing my mind, man."
yeah. I know those movies, yeah. We're like, I gotta show this to somebody.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he showed it to, like, anyone that would watch it kinda thing, like,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh my god, guys, you gotta see this movie," like,
No, 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 I definitely get that.
yeah, it's interesting. I'm assuming he did the black and white to maybe save, was
Oh,
it
it's
maybe
to
to
save
save
I'm
budget?
guessing it's to save budget. It's 100% to save budget.
Okay, because I read the Wikipedia, like, last night after I watched the
Mhm.
movie, and I saw some stuff about, like, he paid for a lot of the stuff out of his own salary because he only had because it was, like, such a small budget.
Mm,
And like he ran it on I think what made it cost as much as he wanted it to run on like the 16 millimeter
mm,
film.
mm. He picked a
Uh
smaller film for it to be cheaper
yeah,
instead of
and
using 30.
yeah, and that's like I think he paid for, like I said, I think he paid for a lot of it out of his own salary.
Oh, yeah. No, the budget of this is astonishing for a movie
Yeah,
that played in
which I
more than
mean,
one
to
theater.
be fair, it's a pretty simple like movie, not in a
Yeah,
bad way, but like that movie doesn't need a lot of like special
Still,
effects or
$6,000 is nothing when making a film.
yeah,
yeah.
It is nothing.
Yeah, he basically made that for, like, the equivalency of in movie terms, like, $5.
Yeah,
pretty
pretty
much.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's insanely impressive.
For me, this movie, for a first movie, this is really well done. You know, for his the start of his career, this movie is very well done. I think it obviously has some comparisons to a later film, Inception, which I'm very excited to talk about, but we'll get there when we get there. But it's kind of like you guys said. It's a simplistic movie, but we kind of see the the way he starts with the time shifts, you know, like it's it's a better way, I guess, than Memento, because Memento is just backwards, but like this helps lead you into Memento, if that makes sense. Like it helps you get prepared for Memento.
Yeah, I could see if you watch this first and you're like, "Oh, the next movie is gonna be even more so," whereas Memento is just like
Yeah,
kinda just like, "All right, here we're throwing you in like essentially the deep end," and just like, "All right, good luck,
yeah,
figure it out."
yeah. So I just really enjoyed this movie. Sorry. I guess let's get into the discussion questions. What did you like this movie? Did you not like this? I mean, I guess we all kind of like this movie. I thought it was interesting to throw in like a love story kind of into this.
I wouldn't even say there was a love story
Yeah,
involved because, like,
yeah,
I think it's more of a trick because, like, you think it is up until this point, and then it, like that, like, last, like, I don't know, third of the movie just, like, flips
Yeah,
it
it
on its
goes
head
yeah, yeah.
where you find out, like, "Oh, hey, they're both, like, conspiring against, like, him." I don't know the actual, like, I don't know if the guy has an actual name in the movie,
I
but, like,
believe. Give me 1 second. Let me double.
Bill, is that what the name he comes up for himself? But I don't think
I
he
believe
actually
so. I don't think
says
Yeah,
his
he doesn't
actual
really
name in the
give
movie.
the name. Yeah.
I don't even know what Bill, I guess we can call him.
Oh,
hmm
yeah, Bill. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, where they like they're both conspiring against Bill,
No,
but then you figure out Cobb is actually against the woman and she thinks she's working with Cobb, and it's like a whole like
should I think before we go any farther here, we should give a synopsis of this real quick because
that's true. He
it's a
packs quite a
weirder
bit into an
film.
hour.
It's a weirder film. This is for like the basic of it because like Memento, all those are pretty well known. This I feel like may have that alongside of it where it's how to break this movie down easily.
Yeah.
Freaking the following. Was it just following?
I think it's just following.
Yeah. Bingo. Here we go. Just gonna read this off real quick. This is from Wikipedia. A young writer living in young London follows people in hope of using their lives in his novels, but the hobby becomes an obsession. He soon finds himself going farther than intended. So, a typical Nolan down the rabbit hole kind of story,
Yeah.
which is like another common theme in his is realizing that you're in a little too deep when every layer you keep going deeper down into it, you're like, oh, it just doesn't stop here. I just keep going with this.
Yeah. Even even he realizes that it's gone too far, but he still continues to
Mm-hmm.
go, which is interesting. I thought it was honestly, I didn't know what to expect from this movie. This was the first time I seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's literally like, "Oh, this is too bad, and maybe I should leave." Same.
Wait, what?
I was thinking the same. But it's the first time I'd seen the movie.
Gotcha. Okay. It was very like I said, I what I thought was going to happen was a not a love story, but the love of the crime. If that makes sense. Like him breaking
Mm.
and entering into people's home, which it kind of is, sort of.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah,
that definitely that.
yeah,
A rush of adrenaline, the thrill.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like what Cobb pretty much says. He doesn't do it for the money. It's just the money is just an added bonus. He does it for the thrill and the adrenaline. I I don't know how to put this into words. I don't know. It was a first. Obviously, it was his first movie. I think it did really. He got the point across. You know, most of the time, directors with their first movie they try to go like grandiose, and he didn't, which was
Mhm.
great. I I don't know what else to say here.
No, like piggybacking off what you were saying, like it's not. He doesn't just like, oh, I'm gonna go like break the bank and then like
Yeah.
and like try to do way too much and it not turn out well at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like he
No,
kept it like really simple, really cheap, and was like, well, I'm just gonna write a good story and
Yeah.
make that for like $6,000.
Yeah. And even with the twist that, sorry, Ryan, did you want to say something?
no.
Okay. Even
Good.
with the twist at the end where Cobb is working for the old man that Bill breaks
Hmm.
the vault for, he breaks into the old man's vault.
Yeah,
I thought it was an interesting twist for Cobb to work for that guy, and he's only with the girl to get the blackmail that she has on the old man. You know,
yeah.
it's super interesting. I would have never thought of
Because
that.
I thought she had the blackmail on uh the bald guy. That makes sense. Like the guy, like
Yeah, yeah, she did. I
she had
did.
the blackmail on him. Yeah, she had the blackmail on him, and that's why because she was just making the story up to
Right,
Bill, but she actually had the blackmail on him, and then Cobb was trying to get that correct.
right. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't expect the second twist. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. Because the first twist, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
that's the twist. That makes sense. And
yeah,
then it's like, oh, you know, like it's like, oh, they're working together. I'm like,
yeah,
okay, that makes sense. Like I can see that. And then the second twist is like, no, he's actually playing her too.
yeah.
So like, Cobb's just playing everybody.
Everybody. And I thought at the end of the film where we see Cobb in the crowd, I just thought he was going to disappear. Like, just it's not very Nolan-esque, but I just could see it happening. You know, like it
Oh,
was
he
just
like
a
literally
figment.
vanishing.
Yeah, like it was just a figment
Oh, okay.
of Bill's imagination, kind of
Yeah,
like Inception. Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Is this a top spinning?
Well, I was gonna say with
Just
his
ends.
wife,
It ends with the top spin.
his wife. Yeah, yeah, exactly. We see the top in the background, and we just get closer to it. You know.
God, I can't wait for that one.
Yeah.
I have opinions on that
Oh
one.
no, I don't like the sound of
Oh,
that at all. Um, what else did we want to talk about this? I also think it's very interesting that they just made up that they killed an old lady, which is a weird. Of course. Hold on.
oh, so they make that part up. I thought that part actually happened. Like
No,
that
they kill
the
an old woman.
yeah.
No, an old woman is killed.
Okay, because they do that to like pin on him, pin on Bill, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, no, she is killed. Let me see here. Hmm. Well, while just reading more on this, he picked black and white for two reasons. It wasn't just for the cost.
Okay.
He knew he couldn't also afford lighting that much, and black and white just looks better with less lighting.
Oh, that okay. Yeah, I remember seeing something about he didn't pay for a lot of lighting. I didn't know
Yeah.
about the black and white thing being because of that,
Mm-hmm.
but like I saw something about like because of the cost being so cheap. Like
Mm-hmm. And it's only a
he
few
did.
times in this movie where I really noticed the budget hindering it.
Yeah.
The
The only
action
times like
scenes
the
are a little rough. That's about
yeah,
it.
the other parts that I noticed that were like, oh yeah, this is definitely a first movie, and like
Was
the
it the
budget's not
hand?
there. It's
Was
the like yeah when they pin the guy down and he's like they pinned him down and they hit his fingers and you just see a guy like swing a hammer and it, like cuts away like
Yep.
not smoothly,
Not
and
smoothly.
then the fight between
Yeah.
Bill and Cobb, and he just
Yeah.
kind of like you just kind of like folds over him, and they just kind of like slowly fall down.
It's more of a drunken wrestle.
Yeah, that was not a. I would not call that a fight.
No, I'd be like, ah, no, that's just two drunk guys outside a bar.
Yeah,
Two drunk guys outside a bar.
I thought that part was kind of funny. Like I
Okay.
know it's
I was just talking
supposed to
about the
be
moments where
serious.
like we noticed the budget for this film. I was saying like the hand and everything with the hammer.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much action scenes,
Mm-hmm.
which is something you do just need a budget for. That's just how that goes.
Right.
But for what it was, still quite impressive.
Yeah, very
And
much so.
also that he picked black and white not just for the cost of it, but also it makes with less lighting look better, so he didn't have to spend as much on lighting as well.
Mm-hmm. And if I remember correctly, this was, you know what? I'm not even going to say it because I don't know if that was true or not.
Ruben saying lies.
We'll just
Yeah.
make facts up. It's fine.
I mean, if I remember correctly, the reason why he shot it, I mean, he shot it out in, I guess, public areas, which you normally do, but never mind. I lost my train of thought already.
It's all good.
Okay.
But there's one thing you had while when you left,
Yes.
and that was they did kill that woman. That woman did die. They did not fake that.
No, I had said the old lady. They made up an old lady murder. They didn't
Okay.
kill the old lady. They killed the woman that they were
Yes,
both.
yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you meant they killed. I thought you just said they killed a woman.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no,
they
no.
did kill someone. I'm like, a murder happened in this.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And I was surprised that he didn't kill the guy that witnessed him taping the stuff to his body, the money to his body.
Actually, did that guy not die?
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised he didn't die.
Oh yeah, because he hit him with a hammer.
Yeah, he was the cop just said he was in the hospital. So
Yeah.
interesting. I don't know, guys. Do we have anything else we want to talk about? I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for this.
Uh,
Oh, good.
one way the first interesting way I watched it, which was
Criterion
through
Collection.
through the Criterion Collection, something I have not had a chance to talk about on Cross Media Show, but I am
Go
a
for it.
big fan of the Criterion Collection. I own like 70 Blu-rays from them.
Wow.
Wow.
They make fantastic stuff. Their supplements and everything. They have some cool interviews with Nolan about his first work, and this would be like 2011-ish Nolan. So right after like Batman,
Okay.
just talking
So
about his
this might
early
be
work.
maybe a dumb question. What exactly? I see that on like a lot of his movies. What exactly is the Criterion Collection?
Okay, so the Criterion Collection is a just a publishing house, but they have like a little thing that's on the back of all their DVDs that is it. But it's just they take a lot of like art house films or classic movies and upres them, make sure they're not lost to time and stuff.
Okay,
So
that's
things as
cool.
like old samurai movies like Kurosawa joints or
Ah,
foreign films like Fellini, the stuff like that is what the Criterion does. So like of course there's something like this or other movies in there that are like big names like Dazed and Confused. Like a lot of directors like first movies that got really big and all that kind of thing.
okay. That's good. Interesting. Yeah,
Uh,
I would see their like the name of the company a lot. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I just never thought to look up who they were, like what they did.
yeah, here it is. The Criterion Collection has been dedicated to the publishing of important classic and contemporary films from around the world in editions that offer the highest technical quality and award-winning original supplements, no matter the medium of Laserdisc to DVD, Blu-ray to 4K HD Ultra. So it's just a prestigious. It's prestigious when a movie is invited to the Criterion Collection.
Okay.
It's a prestige thing.
Hmm.
Like it is joined by movies that people consider the best movies ever made. Citizen Kane is in the Criterion Collection. Um, Seven Samurai, all those kinds of thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because was Memento also in there?
Memento, if not, this is his only film in it.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Because Memento, I'm pretty sure it's also things like they pick up things that are like kind of lost to time and space.
Okay.
So the rights to this were probably just randomly up one day and they got them.
That's fair. Makes
Mm-hmm.
sense.
Because I'm guessing he probably owns the rights to this movie.
I mean, I'm just glad we were able to even like find the movie and watch it.
Yeah, it is an easy find too. It's just on Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's also on YouTube. Like with like if you have YouTube Premium.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I know some movies by like some like older movies by some directors could be like you said, by
Oh,
the reason they're doing the Criterion collections, some of them are just impossible to track down or stream
oh yeah.
anywhere or anything like that.
Like a lot of Kevin Smith movies were lost to time and space because of
Oh yeah.
like Miramax and all that.
Oh, I forgot about all that. That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thankfully,
Like
all of Nolan's movies are fairly easy to find.
yeah, yeah.
Like almost all of them are on HBO,
Mhm.
and the rest I think I could just find on Amazon.
Mhm. I think this movie was on HBO.
I think this is one of the ones I couldn't find on HBO.
That's weird because
Yeah.
HBO has like a Criterion
It was
section.
like this. It was like this one, and I don't think Memento was on. Oh, take that back. Memento might have been on.
Memento was on HBO.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was just this movie
I
that's
think
not on HBO.
this one and one of his later ones I think isn't on HBO either.
I think that's due to it not being Warner Brothers.
That's it.
Ooh, what
Yeah,
movie
one
would
of.
that be? Is it Dunkirk?
It might be like Interstellar. Let me look. I have the HBO app. I
Yeah.
can look at. I think it's I think it's
I think
Interstellar.
it is Interstellar. I don't think Interstellar's
Okay.
on there. It's only on Netflix, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Yep,
here now. Do
that's
we
it.
want to rate it while we all at
Yeah,
peace
let's
for a
rate it.
second?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Jeez.
All
I'm gonna
good.
give this. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. 4.5 out of 5. I'm
I
gonna
thought
give
we were doing. Are we doing 10 points or are we
We're
doing
doing a
5
10
points?
point scale.
We are doing a 10-point scale. You're right.
A 20 point
Or
scale.
20
Tech.
points go technically.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, guys. You guys go first. Hold on.
It's
All
all
good.
good, Ruben.
All right. I'm gonna go with. It's a little low, but just because like I'm gonna give it like a 6.
A 6 out of 10.
Not so like I feel like that's in a still like a good range. Like it is a pretty good movie. I wouldn't say it's like I didn't watch this and like it changed my life or
No, no,
anything.
no.
But like for it being his first movie like ever with the low budget and like all that, I'm like, and just really short runtime, I'm like, okay, I see what you're doing. I don't think it's nearly as good as Memento. I think even because Memento is like his second movie, but I think just the writing and stuff in Memento was even better. Um, yeah, it's 6. It seems low, but like I still feel like that's a good because I'm trying to use the whole point
I get you. I
scale.
get you.
I feel like it's still a good movie.
No, I definitely have to agree with that. But for me, I am going to give this a 7.5
You know what?
Okay.
out of 10.
Ryan, you read my mind. 7.5.
All right.
Oh,
Let me do some quick math here for you.
Okay. It's good. It just I you know, having seen his recent work.
I gave it
Yeah.
a 6.
He gave it a 6.
Interesting.
Not like I'm trying to like I feel I'm trying to get in that mindset of like you could use the entire 10-point scale,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, because like oh a lot it's anything below a 7's bad
That.
automatically, but I'm like
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
a 6 is
Is okay.
6 still it's good, yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
using the scale we have, that means this movie sits now with a 7.
Okay. All right.
What?
What's Memento at now?
So
We had Memento, I believe, an 8.
Okay.
I'll tell you right now. Memento, no, 7.5.
7.5. So a
Oh.
little bit. Yes, because Ruben, not a fan of the Memento.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Originally.
yeah.
Originally.
Memento hater.
Again, not a hater. It's just.
I mean, I'll get you back during Interstellar.
Whoa.
Oh.
Interstellar
Oh.
or Inception?
Both.
You're a monster.
I'm gonna throw
I guess
hands
you're
across
gonna
this
have to be-
computer screen.
Yeah, you might have to be. You might be sick that day. You know.
Ryan was not able to make it today.
Yeah.
Due to
weird.
unforeseen
Mina
circumstances.
seeing the channel go live.
What is happening? So that obviously we just ranked
This
it.
isn't Mondays.
We gave it a 7 out of 10. The rankings stand as Memento is still number one with a 7.5 out of 10. And obviously, the next one is going to be following with a 7 out of 10.
The next movie is Insomnia, correct?
Correct. The next movie
With
is Insomnia.
Robin Williams, dude. I haven't seen this movie either, and
Robin Williams
I'm
and Al
very excited
Pacino. Oh my God, you're in for a ride.
You're in
because
for a ride.
this seems like such an odd duo,
Yeah.
but they're both fantastic actors, and I haven't seen Robin Williams in a serious movie.
Yeah.
So
This is perfect. Wait, you haven't seen
Yeah.
Good Will Hunting?
oh, take that back. I have seen Good Will
All
Hunting.
right. I was gonna
Fantastic
say.
movie. I always
I was
forget
gonna
about that,
say.
but that he's in that movie. I love that.
Now
movie
you're just thinking
so
about
much.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Oh
Sorry,
my god,
I don't know what to tell you.
wicked smart.
I'm pretty sure he was in The Bourne Identity too, right? No.
Matt Damon is
Matt Damon
born.
No,
is,
I
yeah.
was talking about Robin Williams.
Oh,
I
think
was just
so.
like, I believe Matt Damon is
Yes.
Jason Bourne.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's Jason Bourne.
okay. I'm not used to seeing Rob Williams in a serious role,
Yeah, yeah,
and I know this movie is, so
yeah.
I'm very interested to watch this movie.
I have to agree
Or-
with you.
Are you saying Mrs. Doubtfire is not a serious role?
Oh my
Unfortunately,
God.
it's not.
No, some parts of the movie are a little serious. The movie as a whole, not really.
No. No, not so much. All right. Any final thoughts before we close out the show, guys?
It's been great to go back and dive into Nolan's older stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this gives me an excuse to now watch all of his movies. So,
Yeah.
I know, which is
Yeah.
not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing
No.
at all. All right. With that being said, let's do some plugs. Ryan, where can people find you?
People can find me at Ryan the Lion 3055 on Twitter for wherever and whatever I'm doing on this wild world of the internet.
All right. Lane, where can people find you?
Yeah, find me at link_394 on Twitter. Hopefully I'll have some hopefully soon I'll have Ruben's convulsing right now.
Sorry.
Ruben's dying.
I was like, hopefully soon
Allergies.
I'll have with the Xbox and maybe PlayStation was coming up. I'll have some more Final Fantasy like JRPG stuff to tweet about.
Yeah, let's hope so.
You
I
need a Claritin, my friend?
do need a Claritin.
Some Zyrtec.
Yeah.
Penny?
I've been thinking about just replaying all of the Final Fantasy games.
Do it.
Just for
Like, what are we
Just
kind of like
'cause.
even like old school? Like, like
Yes.
started like
You're gonna start from 1 and go all the way.
numbered,
yeah. Why not?
Nice.
numbered and sequels of numbered,
Do it.
like
Yeah.
10-2 and Lightning Returns.
Mm-hmm.
Were there 3 13 games?
Yes.
Yes.
Final Fantasy 13-2 was
Okay.
It's 13-2 and then Lightning Returns was 13-3.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm like, I remember.
Because 13-2
playing
didn't
'em.
really have. It was kind of like
You were playing
Wasn't
Sarah.
Lightning not in it?
yeah.
Yeah,
Lightning
she was in it like literally I think at the end of the game basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I remember I playing Lightning Returns, and then in the first like 10 minutes, Lightning's back. I'm like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah. I mean, I would
Yeah.
hope Lightning's back in Lightning Returns.
It wouldn't surprise me if Final
She doesn't
Fantasy
return
was-
until the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels Final Fantasy to
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Everything you love in this part of it, you have to wait till
Yeah.
the last third of a 100-hour game.
Yeah. That's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Are you gonna get all the pixel remasters?
That's the thing. Do I really want to play the Pixel remasters? Because like I've heard bad things about them.
They're not great.
Yeah. The only.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. I was hoping
There's
for 2D HD remasters. You know.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
doubt
like
that will
the Octopath kind of deal.
Yeah,
where they
yeah.
just,
yeah,
only
that's
one
never.
I
that'd be
gonna-
great.
The only one I could see getting that 6.
6 or 3. The one that's 3 and 6. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's probably one of the greatest old ones. You know.
it's
4 would
I'd
be
say the
cool.
best.
Yeah. I'm excited to get back to Crystals. I don't know. I have this thing about like Final Fantasy. Like I guess the first Final Fantasy game I played was 6/3. So
Oh.
like I always associate Final Fantasy with crystals. You know, the next game I played was Final Fantasy Tactics for the Game Boy Advance, which also dealt with crystals. So I'm just excited to go back to crystals, guys. You know,
Yeah.
Oh god, what is it? Crystal Core?
I did not play
Isn't
Crystal Core.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it has crystals.
Ah, well, I guess I got to put that in my
I would
repertoire.
imagine,
Yeah.
given the name.
All right.
All right. So yeah, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, not you guys. We'll see you two on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
But I will see the audience on
Yeah.
tomorrow for Marvel Mondays.
Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. I'm sorry I was barely in this episode.
Life happens.
Yes, it does. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Have a good
Sounds
night.
good.
Bye.